Hello guys, it's me, Gleff, back again. And is RotMG on fire right now? The past 2 weeks or 3 weeks there have been a lot of Doomsday posts on Reddit saying that the game is dying and that the player numbers is shrinking and that no one is playing the game. And just 2 days ago, a YouTuber called Josh Strife Hayes released a worst MMO ever video on RotMG, and he is critiquing the early game stages of the game, but the review itself isn't that well thought through and it's just minimal gameplay, and I don't think he even reached a character to level 20. But this YouTuber Josh is very big. He has 450,000 subscribers, and the video, the first video he did on Realm of the Mad God, is already on 300,000 views. That's insane numbers for a video regarding Realm of the Mad God, and it's a good reach out to new players actually, but the things he say about the game isn't that nice for a beginner. After the critique of the first video, both on Reddit and in his comment section, he later released a video yesterday called Realm of the Mad God, Was I Wrong? Here he talks about what he had wrong in the first video, and he's very honest with himself, saying that he had stuff wrong from the beginning. Like, I think he thought that the soul bond items was kept when you died, and he said that in his video, and stuff like that could always be misleading, and I really like that he took a chance to make a new video and talking about the things he got wrong. And he actually even leveled to level 20, but he showed that he died a lot. Both his videos just shows how hard it can be for a new player to start playing the game, and as he says in his video, he says that if someone wants to try an MMO and if it doesn't stick within the first like 30 minutes of gameplay, the player can just move to another MMO. So I think the early game stages of the game has to be focused on by DECA, but they have said in the past months, at least to us content creators, that they are focusing on getting back older players instead of getting new ones. And I can agree in some ways that it's easier to get back older players and make them willing to spend money on the game, but I think we need some new players, and with this video getting a lot of views, 300,000, and the second video has 200,000 views, that's 500,000 views, that's more than like my past year of views, that's insane. But getting reach out to new players, focusing on early gameplay would be really nice by DECA. Also, Sebshuf made a reaction video to his first video where he's commenting on some of the things he had wrong in the video. I haven't watched the whole reaction video, but I like that also Sebshuf, which is the largest content creator on Realm of the Mad God right now, is talking about this, and I know he's been talking about this for a long time. He's a little bit more aggressive towards DECA than I am, but I like almost everything DECA does to the game at the moment, but the early stages of the game is something that I don't like.
Increased drop rates. If you want better loot, you can just buy a better chance. Or you've got keys for dungeons. So this means entering dungeons is a limited activity and money lets you do it more. Good to know. Look at the amount of keys this is selling me right now. Look at the sheer amount of money you would have to spend to get everything in this game. Look, if you're...
Yeah, keep in mind, if you're someone that's experienced at this game, you're more willing to look past things like this. Because you load into a Nexus, if you play this game every day, you see this view every day. So you're not open to how it affects a new experience, a person having a new experience, you know what I mean?
A fan of the game and you're thinking, oh, that's unfair to go straight to the cash shop. You didn't even try the main game. I am reviewing things in the order the game presented them to me.
This is so unbiased so far. I can't wait to see what else he says.
This is the biggest, most obvious use of the Nexus. This is what new players will see no matter what direction they go.
I think it's pretty interesting that all these Doomsday posts on Reddit and all this fuss about the game is coming out now. We've had a stacked Oryx mass and a pretty good Valentine event with the Battle Pass, and of course people always are tired of the game after such a long and tedious event. Look on all the Month of the Mad Gods, for example. All the players that grinded the month of Mad God always takes a 1 to 2 month break before Halloween comes on late after the summer. But one Reddit post discussing Josh's video was pretty interesting, and someone said that someone commented how the developers feel about the game, and Mr. Unibro, which is one of the employees, was before he left voluntarily, or like he left himself the company. He was once a player and then become a game developer and did dungeons like, I think, a bit of the Shatters rework and the Nest, for example. But his comment in this thread is pretty interesting. I also have lost faith. I know there are people at DECA now that genuinely still try their best and have a positive effect on the game. Their impact on things that happen to the game is not as big as I wish it would be. I am dubious of the promises for the next month of Mad God being the biggest month of Mad God, considering its promises for things on top of promises for last year's month of Mad God that aren't even delivered yet. If this year's month of Mad God is a letdown, on top of the apparently declining player base, the future for the game can't be that bright. Kid Toast and myself left because we would rather be unemployed than keep working with DECA. But how much longer can things decline before employees are told to leave instead? It's a very interesting comment by Mr. Unibro, and Toasters and Unibro have been very loud in these discussions on Reddit, and it's a very interesting point of view as a former DECA designer that they comment things like this. I'm not sure if the ship at DECA RotMG is sinking right now. I think it's always a little bit dead after a tedious event, and the Battle Pass was pretty tedious. I was going to release a video some day ago talking about the Battle Pass, but it will probably come tomorrow. I was focusing on this video instead. All these signs on Reddit comments here by former DECA designers and Josh's video is pretty alarming to the game. And I hope now for real that DECA do something, if they can do something. DECA, before the release of Josh's second video, game designer, lead of design team, Von Jamon, released a Reddit post on some thoughts on new players' experience from a designer point of view. And this is a DECA employee. He was talking about almost everything that Josh took up with the Nexus shop, new player experience, seasons, which is something coming up for, I think, this year, month of Mad God, which will divide the year into different seasons with different quests and everything, which sounds promising and gives variation to the game. Then he talked about the realm and the core loop, and it's just like a realm rework, but it's a very far away thing that will come to realm. He also talked about stats rebalance and lore in the game, and why they didn't do all this already. One thing Von Ramon said in the end: we have a roadmap and a vision. Pieces need to be put in place or the full puzzle won't make sense. I understand it might be frustrating at times, but we really need to work on content and balance and progression systems like seasons before committing to something like a big new player experience onboarding. This takes time and careful planning. Some comments down in the Reddit post asked why this have always been said and when we actually will get a new player experience rework fully, because it always feels like DECA say, yes, it's something for the future, we need to focus on this stuff, but I see spam bots already in Nexus, still in the game, cheaters in the game, duping. I think that has been a decline recently for their harsh bannings on people, and well, I hope that they actually mean it this time, that it will come in the future, because I'm not sure at all if it's in time. It could be too late, it could already be a sinking ship. I don't see that in my YouTube statistics, but people maybe watch YouTube videos more rather than playing the game. But it's still a lot of players playing the game, and if DECA is losing money, they are going to do something drastically. Signs of that could be that they've released all the SD sets in Nexus in the mystery boxes, which is a little bit weird that they always had before 2 at a time. Now they have everything for like 30 days in a row, which is a bit alarming and could mean that something is going on at DECA. Well, I enjoyed this discussion a lot because I like the game and the community want the game to survive. So what are your thoughts? Comment down below in the comments down below. You can check out Josh Strife Hayes channel in the comments. I will put Sebshifal there I talked about, and comment what you think about this situation. Is DECA a money hungry company that doesn't care about the community, or do they actually care? I hope that 2023 will be a good year and that we will see an increase of the player base, just not because it's Month of Mad God or Easter event, and I hope that they will solve this. I didn't say it in the beginning, join my 4000 giveaway, it's down in the description. As always, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching and bye bye.